quite the place you have here. Sportsy.
Thank you.
And your very own fact sheet, pinstripe clump attached.
I added that just for you, Dave. Kids need to learn fear at a young age. This man will teach them. Can we buy another salad bar? If you buy 2 salad bars, you get sent to a special hellish afterlife. No joke, it's in the Bible. Alright, I guess I'll enjoy what I have then. Yo peeps, how's it going? Mine's really cryptid. Just had to remind you, welcome back to Dayshift Freddy 3. Last we left off, we got the business ending. This time I am going for the extra evil ending. Yes! Alright, so this time I actually decided to start a whole new game. This time we are no longer Bear, we are now Freddy's Vile Pepperonery, I believe. And also I decided to get Withered Freddy instead of the Spring Lock outfit. So yeah, here we are. So now let's head out and see how our restaurant does without us. See if they handle things pretty well. Now I would normally skip to just whenever I meet Dave again, but there's actually one thing that I want to do real quick before we get to that first. So yeah. All right, let's hop up. We should be able to see. Yep, my new name. Freddo's Vile Pepperonery. I called it Vile Pepperonery because of the vile things me and Dave are going to be doing in here. Here we are. We're back at your very own Freddy Fazbender's Pizza Joint. Last day of the month, so you better, yeah. Rev up those fryers! Because I don't remember the rest of the quote. Surprise me. You know how to surprise me. Ah, there you go. Hello. Hey, boss. Welcome back to the new and exclusive Freddy Fazbender's Pizza. It's exclusive because the others are all on fire. Have gone moldy or have been converted into a Walmart. Okay, yeah, we know all this. Customers don't like Withered Freddy at all. Why not? What? Really? They should love him. He's an antique. He belonged to a queen. Antique? Let me tell you, first of all, he smells like something has died inside him. A quick peek inside confirms that. Yes, something has in fact crawled into and died inside Withered Freddy. Some hazmat people swung by the place and found that he's somehow radioactive. There's more radiation seeping out of that bear than there is in most of Chernobyl. Is that it? Nope. Freddy also keeps saying, I am God. There is no way that anyone from the company taught him to say that. Does Withered Freddy's AI genuinely believe that he is a god, or is it just spouting that blasphemy on loop? I don't know, could be. What's the big deal? Maybe he is God for all we know. Maybe he died for our sins. We are out of money! Okay, whatever. Bone guy, I summon thee! Hello. Hey, sir. What can I do for you? Tell me about your old location. Well, I've worked at quite a few locations. I started out in Location 1 in 1973 as a day guard. Location 1 was out in Hurricane, Utah. Ooh, the original Freddy's. Typical Freddy's joint. After 5 children went missing there, I was transferred to Location 14, where, last location that I worked at was Location 32, which I told you about on my first day. Forklift, wall, yeah. After that, I was put on warehouse duty, where I unloaded boxes from the factory. That's where I met Scotty, the company's only phone gal. That I know of. He's a real sweetheart, you know that? Sorry. Enough topic. Huh. Interesting. Alright, that'll be all, employee. Alright then, I'll be off, sir. See you on the flip side. Yep, see you too. Alright. I believe now I can call the factory. Alright, time to call the factory. Hi. I mean, hello, After Robotics front desk. It's weird that After Robotics is still in business, but Freddy's isn't. I don't know, I just find that kind of weird. This is Scotty speaking. How can I help you today? After Robotics, it's still open? Why, yes, we are. These days, with the closure of Freddy's, we don't make new robots. Our machines are simply too old to build new robots. But we still rent out a few old fan favorites to private birthday parties. Did you want to call about renting a robot, sir? No, never mind. I'm content. Goodbye, ma'am. Goodbye, sir. Have a good one. Oh, I didn't know that was it. Okay. Okay, so apparently I can rent stuff from the factory. I wish I knew that earlier, otherwise I might have rented a few things. Whatever. Alright, yeah, hello. Hi. Yeah, okay. Hey, Scotty. Alright, you can help me by, can you tell me about, your time, working with Phone Guy? Hey, can I ask you a question, Scotty?
Sure, Shug. What's up?
Aw. You call me Shug. Have you ever worked with any other phone guys?
Sure, of course. I've worked with a good few at this point, hon. Any particular model you have in mind?
Well... I'm working with an older one right now. He's, pretty stiff and formal, has a black receiver, and... Harry? The one that I'm talking about is model 14-1_1, I think?
That's Harry, alright.
Why do you keep calling him Harry?
Because, Sugar, that was his alive name.
Oh.
All phonies have alive names. You think I was born a Scotty?
Probably not.
My name was Rebecca. I was a hairstylist before I was a phone gal.
Oh.
We all had other lives before this.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
The quality of which varied.
Hey, what was Harry's life like?
Oh boy. He could barely remember it, hun. He's told me a good bit from after he became a phone guy. His responsibilities, having to write company logs after his whole boss died.
Oh.
Hell, he was even put in charge of tracking down a rogue phone guy who was out searching for his lost kid and ended up calling off the search out of pity alone.
Oh.
Harry's a sweet soul. But, well, he's a Generation 1 model, meaning he's a relic from the 1970s. Generation 1 models never remember much from before the phonification process.
Huh.
But Harry has demons, and those inner demons pursue him even now.
See.
Some things you just can't leave behind.
Oh?
Harry was a young man when he had his accident. I always found that particularly tragic.
Ew.
He fought in Vietnam, you know.
Oh.
I can only imagine how many death-defying situations he came out of in those jungles, only to die in a bear suit.
That is definitely an anticlimax.
It's so ridiculous that I feel angry just thinking about it.
I wouldn't say it's that ridiculous.
I sure hope he doesn't feel the same way. It's honestly pretty hard to think about. He was still barely old enough to fend for himself, even after he got home from the war. Got a part-time job at the local Freddy's joint, ended up excelling at his career. He survived a war and lived a soldier's life. Order and routine came naturally to him. But then... well, I needn't gossip.
What? What happened?
Well, you know, usually in a lot of cases, phone guys tend to remember their past lives and try to find their old families. But in this case, the opposite happened.
Huh?
When Harry went missing, well, his family came looking for him. They knew where he worked, after all.
So they went to his old place of work.
Even with his ridiculous phone head, his mom recognized him instantly. Mother's intuition, I guess. Ran over to him. Harry, we've been worried sick about you. Take that dumb phone hat off and come home. He had no idea who they were. His mother looked into his eyes, or lack thereof, I suppose, and said his name over and over. He didn't recognize them. He couldn't recognize them. Harry's manager came in at that point. An older model, a guy named Abel. One of the original 5 managers.
Ooh. The Sacred Five Managers of Freddy's.
A real bastard of a boss. He was the second model of phone guy, and it shows. God, he was barely a human at all. When he died in a shooting, Harry took over writing company logs for Fassbender Entertainment, which is why he ended up at the factory with me, since it's basically Fassbender HQ. Sorry, off topic. Anyway, he kicked them off premises and had them removed by police for harassing his staff. Harry just stood there while his own mother was dragged off premises, calling out to him by name. Harry never really opened up much while I knew him, as close as we were. He broke down only once, and when he did, he told me that.
That's heavy. How come he never told me any of this?
I don't think he even really believes that he is Harry. But, well, I think it's a fantasy of his. The idea that someone cared enough to come look for him.
I see. Thank you, Scotty.
It's no problem. Do be kind to Harry, won't you? I wouldn't bring any of this up with him, but, well, just show him that you care, I guess.
Alright.
He needs to know that people, care about him, and Sorry, I gotta go.
Okay.
Take care, sir.
Alright, you take care too. Wow. Phone guy lore. Huh. Alright then. Phone guy, there's some stuff I'd like to talk to you about. Hello. Hey, sir. What can I do for you? Hey, what was that deal with Scotty? Hey, employee? Yes, sir? You know, I called the factory and just spoke to Scotty. Yeah, and well, he told me some stuff about you. So that your alive name was Harry. Oh, here we go. Look, sir, I don't know what stories you've been told, but, well, all I know is Harry has a real ring to it, you know? Imagine introducing yourself as Model 1401, as if you're nothing but a machine. I mean, the Scotch stick works great till you meet another phony using the same name. Look, we all have weird memories and fantasies about other lives and better things. But all I know is, when people say Harry, my head turns instinctively. It doesn't turn for Scott. I hope that answered your question. Can you tell me about Abel? Abel. Scotty told you that name, didn't she? Yes, she did. Why? Is there something odd about that name? Well, it is an uncommon name, yes, but that's not the source of my bewilderment. It's more that you know who Abel was. I mean, he died years ago. Most company personnel split off into two groups after that. People who didn't know Abel, and therefore couldn't talk about him. People who knew him, and as a result, would have rather talk about anyone but Abel. Most people didn't know his alive name since, anyone who knew it was too afraid to say it. What, was Abel some sort of, eldritch demon? He didn't like that. Gotta mention that he was a beast-art of a boss. Yeah, that's putting it lightly. You see, well, back in the beginning, the company was made up of 6 managers, one of whom was the owner, the company founder. After his accident, well, was the original founder the original Scott Cawthon? We've heard about him. Sorry, sir. I'm not up to talking about him. Too painful. I have to find another phone who's up to that job. Let's just say, he isn't with us anymore and hasn't been for a very long time. The others, though, well, I was one of the remaining 5 managers. Ooh! Who were the other 4? Hold on. A picture paints 1,000 words, or so they say. Oh. Geez, we have like some real old-looking phones here. Ah, there we are. Obviously, that's me on the very right. Yeah, I can see that. I don't really recognize any of these other guys, though. Huh. And the other 4? Well, they're all Scott Cawthon, obviously. I know. You didn't want to live names. The guy on the very left was named Joe. He was someone I grew very close to. He got scrapped years ago after the metal around his spinal cord rusted. Ooh. I don't know if you've read The Joy of Creation by Dr. Henry Miller, but metal has a life force, and all life experience is pain. In his final weeks, Joe was burdened with a pain that, to this day, I can't even conceive of experiencing. Joe was a cynic, but, well, like Carlin used to say, scratch the surface of a cynic, you'll find a disappointed idealist. In case you're curious as to why phone guys now have swear words hardwired out of their coding. Yeah, Joe is the sole reason why. Guy could have taught your average sailor a new swear or two. Abel never liked that. He never liked Joe much at all. Did Abel like anybody? Of course, nobody liked Abel. You know, most Generation 1 phone guys can't remember anything about their past lives. Joe saved me, though. I was the first Generation 1 model, and they wiped my memory completely. But he never gave up on me. I had no idea who he was, but he had years of memories worth of me. The fresh-faced young veteran with a dodgy leg, looking for any sort of work I could get my hands on. To the day I got promoted. To the night we all stayed up, drinking in the office on an opening night for Location 14, telling stories about our various stunts during our shifts. The day when Joe came from the factory as a phone guy, and I wouldn't let go when I saw how genuinely hurt he looked. I remember none of this, but, well, Joe remembered. Joe remembered. It's kind of sounded like Joe was the Dave to your me. Then Terrence was the guy standing next to Joe. He was the last manager to be promoted before me. In fact, we worked the floor in Location 6 together for a month or 2. Terrence was always an optimist, and somehow he never lost that as a phone guy. He was always happy to be at work, to see sunshine again, to speak to me, and I know that I was alive and well. One day, I asked him why he was so darn happy every day, and asked him why he didn't seem nearly as down in the dumps as the rest of us. He replied, "My programming won't allow it." He might as well have said, "I can't frown because I don't have a face." Terrence, well, many years ago, the elevator broke down at the factory while we were inside. Ever the instigator, Terrence removed the emergency panel and decided to climb up the control room on the top floor so he could enable the elevator's manual override. Sure enough, the elevator rebooted and whirred to life while Terrence was still on top of it. Rose to the top floor before Terrence had the time to get back inside. But we found of Terrence on top of the elevator and the roof of the elevator shaft. Didn't know if we could have brought him back, but frankly, I wouldn't have wanted to be brought back if I were him. Not like that. The guy standing next to me to my left was Everett. If you think I'm stiff, you should have seen him. Guy wore a suit long before he became a phony, from what the others told me. I remember the owner had a cookout that summer and invited us. The dress code was summer casual. Everett turned up dead last, and sure enough, he was decked out in formal wear. Joe stood him at the gate. "What do you call that?" Joe asked. Everett and Joe clearly had different opinions on what casual meant. Joe cried out, "You're wearing a full suit to a barbecue. That's not casual wear." To which Everett replied, "Nonsense. I'm wearing my waistcoat." I'd never seen Joe belly laugh before that. Everett was a kind soul. Perhaps a little too gentle for his job. Long story short, he tried to clean a dead night guard's remains up, but, well, if you've seen any nature documentaries, you should know that there's a food chain. That the guys at the bottom of the food chain should wait till the predators clear off before touching what they've been eating. Everett's failure was bad enough, so picture the amount of stitching he needed just to keep his innards in his torso. Well, Freddy tore each and every one of those stitches out. Ooh. And Gravity took care of the rest of the job. Oh boy. What about Abel? Is that the guy in the middle? Well, here's the thing. Abel wasn't the second phone guy. Joe was the second. Then Terrence. Then Everett. Then me. We all suffered various accidents, all springlock failures, I believe. Of course, once Abel realized what springlock suits did to people when they malfunctioned, he decided that he'd simply never wear one. He gave Joe that job once he became the company boss. And after Joe's accident, Terrence got the job. And after Terrence's accident, that became Everett, which Joe wasn't too thrilled about. Then, after Everett's accident, it was my turn. Sure enough. I don't really know what happened next. I have a few pieces of broken memories. Mostly screaming, someone clutching my chest. Probably Joe. He never admitted that it was him, but if it was anyone, it would have been Joe. I remember nothing much after that. Abel had taken me to the factory. Joe accompanied me on the way, but he wouldn't tell me anything from when I left Freddy's to after the process had been completed. Each of us were a work in progress. A learning experience. A beta test. Joe was the model that taught Abel to hardwire swears out of the phone guy AI. Terrence was the model that taught Abel to strip some of the optimism out of the AI. Everett was the model that taught Abel to strip just a smidgen of the stiffness out of the AI. Abel used their first personalities as test models for the AI. But, of course, Abel hated that the others kept contacting their families. But that they were less focused on their work that way. So he reworked the AI, called it Generation 1, decided to strip the old memories out and replace them with what the company wanted me to remember. All the managers were furious. I know I may seem like an old fart, but, well, I was the last of 5, the youngest of a group. I don't think anyone took it as hard as Joe. All of the conversations we had, the memories we shared. My old family, my old life. Gone. And while I may not have remembered, Joe remembered. We all had a feeling deep down what Joe wanted. The company had broken me and he wanted justice. All because I didn't. Or rather, couldn't. Joe never told me what happened next, but one night, after we'd had a few drinks, Terrence and Everett spilled the beans. Basically, Everett, Terrence, and Joe ganged up on Abel when he got to the factory one day, dragged him into the production room, and closed the door behind them, to the room that contained the machine. Joe told him that all of the other company veterans had become phone guys, and that it was time for him to pay his dues since they all knew he was going to avoid it for the rest of his life. Told him that it was his turn to get his skull shoved into a rotary phone. Joe brandished the phone, said he'd picked it himself, and told Abel that it'd be his new head. Of course, Abel didn't take it sitting down. Oh no, my skull won't fit inside that thing, it's much too thin. Joe interrupted with, "Don't you worry, Abel." Joe locked the door. "We'll make it fit." I don't feel bad for Abel. You live by the sword, you die by the sword, or so they say. I always felt bad for Joe, though. You know, I imagine a lot of people would presume that I felt cheated with what happened to me, but I don't. Really. I don't have many memories of my past life, sir. Only what Joe told me. I don't doubt a word of what he said, but, well, Harry was the product of his experiences and his memories. That was all stripped away. By and large, I have no clue what I'm missing. Without my memories, I really don't know for sure what this company has taken away from me. Bad enough for Joe, knowing that the company had taken from him. And then seeing the company take everything away from me. He had the burden of awareness. I don't remember my past life, but Joe sure did. Every time he thought about the memories we shared and the life I lost out on, all he saw was red. Joe remembered. Sorry, I've been rambling for a long time. I'm sorry, sir. I'll get back to work pronto. I'll see you on the flip side, sir. Well, that was heavy. Okay, so now we have... Okay, so So was Abel the founder of Freddy? Okay, so I guess now we know who the founder of Freddy's was. Alright. Wow. That was big. Ah, there's my boy. Doing okay, Frodo?
I'm God.
Yes, you are, buddy. I'll give you a wonk. Hey! Alright, I'm gonna go do something else now. Alright, well, I guess let's search the dining area till 6 p.m. Then, I'm off to get my bunny buddy. I have what I came for. Well, not quite yet. What I came for is yet to arrive. In just a second. Yep. Wait, this door is locked. That's impossible. This is the same door you used to get inside. Oh. Oh no.
Why, hello there, old friend. How aren't you gonna turn around?
Dave, there you are, buddy, old pal.
Look who it is.
Yep, it's me.
Sportsy. I knew you'd come back. I knew I could find you. Sportsy,
Dave?
I've seen better days. Sportsy.
Yeah, true, unfortunately.
Come on, closer, old sport. It's been so long, and my eyes haven't been so hot. These past few decades, tiny cell maggots fucking love human eyeballs.
Yeah.
Would have known.
That does make sense. I always assume that that of the human body, one of the tastier parts would probably be the eyeballs. You know, they're sort of, you know, I always imagine the eyeballs being sort of like olives.
They seem to be crazy about me in general. I like me.
Yeah, that would make sense. Dave? What are you doing here?
This is my home. Sportsy. It's where I died for the last time.
Oh.
It's my tomb and my bachelor pad.
Oh, bachelor pad. Nice.
Don't mind the facts. You can't steal food anymore. Since I tore off his lamp.
Oh, you're the one who tore off Foxy's leg. Okay, I was actually gonna take Foxy with me back to my restaurant. But I can bring you along too if you want. Dave, what happened to you? You look... Whoa.
I know. I don't look half bad for a damn my age. Do I?
I guess not. I mean, considering how old you are by this point.
I waited so long to see you again.
Alright.
I waited here for you for over 30 years.
Wow, you're patient.
They sealed me in a dark room over 30 years ago. Thought they could just sort up their problems. What? Someone tore down the planks and took me with them to a cheesy horror attraction.
Nice.
It was an okay hit for a while. Campy props, reheated pizza. What? One thing was missing. You.
Aw, me,
Every night, I searched the halls at that maze, looking for you.
I feel honored, Dave.
Being led around by the old lash of that plastic balloon Kremlin.
Oh, jeez, that sounds like heck.
I thought you had to come back eventually, right? You always come back.
I do tend to come back.
What? You didn't.
Yeah, sorry about that, Dave.
Eventually, the place caught on fire for no fucking reason and burned down.
Huh.
They sold pieces away at an auction, but couldn't find a home for me.
Mm-hmm.
Not familiar. So, I found my home.
Huh, alright. You're doing well for yourself then. I like that.
I spent 30 years in that safe room, without a speck of light near me. I thought Sportsy would have busted me out by now. He must have finally kicked the bucket for good. But then, what do I read in the paper?
You get papers here?
The new Freddy Fast End is now open full business. It had to be you. You had come back and called me to you. You can always come back.
I do tend to do that.
You wouldn't leave me. Let's go home. Sportsy.
Home?
Yes. Take me home. To your pizza joint. Take me to Freddy's. I can't help you run the show. I bodies. Eat your backs.
That does sound pretty good.
Me, I'm useful. It'll be just like old times.
Yeah.
Take me with you.
Alright, let's go home, old friend.
Wise choice, old sport. We're a family, sportsy. Just you see, it'll be just like I never died.
I think I made the right choice there.
I'm going to come find you, old sport. I'm going to come find you.
And you did. Took you 30 years apparently, but you did. Alright then. Another day, another dollar. One guy can be upgraded from today onwards using the employee management option when speaking to him in the office in the Tycoon. All employee management options, including hiring, firing, and upgrading phonehead personnel, are available from the office here in the Tycoon. Nice. I was wondering if Dave was here, but I guess not. Okay. Alright then. So, let's go ahead and I actually want to see if I can upgrade phone guy. What do you need, Vivi? Let's see. I need to replace somebody. Let's see. Alright. Can I replace you with another phone guy? I mean, out of curiosity, am I doing an inadequate job? You've done a fine job. I'm just looking for someone fresher is all. Why, thank you, sir. Admittedly, I've been around for a long time. I really don't have any issue with being replaced with a fresher, younger model. Actually, you'll be glad to hear that I found another phone guy. He's like me, but from a newer location. He has a purple phone head, and aside from his faulty voice box, it's extremely qualified to deal with customers. If you can scrape together the money to purchase him, I really think he'll be a vast improvement over myself. Alright, thank you, by the way. You've done good work here. Aw, shucks. Alright. Yeah, I'd like to replace you with another phone guy. Only $100. That's a steal. Well, you managed to scrape the money together, eh? I'm glad. Things seem to be going well here. I'm proud that I got to be part of that. I'll call the new guy in now. Hello, 53_1. You're 1401, right? That's right, but you can call me Harry. What's that here? My name is Jake. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Okay, so here's the deal. You're here to take over for me. I figured as much. Where's the boss here? That would be Withy. He's the guy standing right next to me. Oh, right. I hope he treated you well. I believe so. I'm glad to be finally retiring. I'll miss Withy. I'm glad to hear that, Harry. I really am. You deserve a nice rest after all the work you've done. Withy has been good to me. I'm sure he'll treat you well too. Time for me to go. Take care of the place. And take care of Withy, okay? Will do. Goodbye, Jake. It's good to meet you. Bye, Harry! Thanks you for your service. So, you're with you, huh, then? The way my proprietor sister talked about you, you sound like a real stand-up guy. That phone guy has been with our company for years. Well, longer than I have. That man has been with the company through thick and thin. He was a darn fine man. I'm glad you were kind to him. I don't respect my elders. I'm a heck of a legacy to live up to, but for you, I guess I'll do my best. I'm sure you'll be fine here. Thank you, sir. Come to me if you need anything. Will do, buddy. Will do. Let's buy a vending machine. Should we be really selling cheap snack foods in this establishment that decided to sell pizza to customers? Why don't we just overprice our snacks to make up for the loss? I mean, okay. Yeah, there we go. There we are. Perfect. What do you need, Willie? Alright, can we add an extra room or two to the building? Where do you want the extra room to be built? At the end of this yeah, at the end of this corridor. Okay, sure. What kind of room would you like to construct? I'm doing this for Dave, okay? Let's build a strip club. A strip club? Really? I hope you realize that you were gonna have to hire a costume stripper, right? That'll be a comfortable job listing coming from a restaurant designed for kids. Well, gotta keep the perverts interested, man. Or we could, you know, not do that. Poppycock, it's stripper fox time. Hey, Dios mío. I'm not gonna go into a Spanish accent like the last guy. So, don't worry about that. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. I was kind of hoping the music would change, but whatever. First things first. We need someone to work this strip club. I have to source second-hand genuine stripper foxy suit. We just need someone who's willing to wear it. If we wait, do we have any takers yet? Well, yes, actually. I had an advertisement on the internet which said, pizza place looking for a man to get sweaty and sexy fox costume. Some guy named Oscar called it almost immediately. Said he's going to work for literally nothing if he gets to wear the suit off duty. That's strange. Let's hire this weirdo. Are you sure? Kids need to learn fear at a young age. This man will teach them. That's completely terrifying. I'll call him in now. Oscar's over there if you wish to speak to him. He's already suited up. I honestly can't tell if he's really committed or just really wants to be a fox. Oh, there, Oscar. Hey, boss, how do I look? Looking good, Oscar. Thank you, sir. Okay, cool. Is there anything else we can do here? Ooh, let's buy a salad bar. Really? A salad bar? A strip club of all places? For some reason, I just associate Foxy the Pirate with salad. But why? You should get your head checked. There we go. Perfect. I hope you're content now. Can we buy another salad bar? If you buy 2 salad bars, you get sent to a special hellish afterlife. No joke, it's in the Bible. Alright, I guess I'll enjoy what I have then. Good. Alright, cool. Alright then, guess, maybe I could buy, do we have room for decorations in here? Let's talk wall decorations. Alright, I guess right decoration? Let's get something expensive. Portrait of Doggo up. I have no idea why you want to put this at the walls of a children's pizzeria, but then again, I'm not paid to ask questions. Perfect. There we are. Alright, I'm gonna save up the rest of the money for a slush fund, so Yeah, let's get out of here. Yeah, the place does with Dave helping out. I'm sure he'll do great. You know, maybe we can have him be the janitor. Plus, I'm sure he's gonna love the strip club that I added. I added that specifically for him. Okay, that could be his break room. Actually, what the heck? That could be everyone's break room. Well, here we are. We're back at your very own Freddy Fazbender's Pizza Joint. Fredbear appears to be having fun above your door. It's the last day of this month, so you better check up on how the new phone he's getting on. Yep. What music would I like to play in my restaurant? Surprise me. Oh, nice. Hello. Sir, boy, let me tell you, I'm glad to see you. Aren't you always happy to see me, employee? Oh, don't flatter yourself, sir. Well, today's inspection day. We have a health inspector coming today, which is obviously kind of a big deal. Oh, look, I'm gonna be honest. I think you should stay back today and help out. God only knows this place is hard enough for one phone and he clutch to manage. But since, you know, anything goes awry, we're essentially screwed. Sure, okay, I'd be glad to lend a hand. Well, isn't that just superb? Okay then, it's a date, I guess. With our collective noggins concentrated on surviving this inspection, we should be in the clear. Now, why don't you make yourself useful and take a gander at the state of the safe room? Last thing we needed there is a corpse stinking up the place. Go check the safe room. Make sure it's relatively corpseless. I'll join you when the inspector gets here. Can do. Good luck, sir. Yeah, good luck to you as well. Dave, my main man!
Why, hello there, old sport. Quite the place you have here, sportsy.
Thank you.
And your very own faxi in-stripe club attached.
I added that just for you, Dave.
Very lucrative.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you would do. Setting this place on.
Thank you.
And choosing to salvage me, the best choice of all.
Absolutely.
I knew you couldn't give away. You couldn't forget the fun that we had together.
I wouldn't even want to if I could.
I haven't forgotten either. Sportsy. See, 30 whole days alone working at a fast food restaurant is enough to drive anyone to murder. All I can think about is how much fun we had together. The good old days. I'm glad you chose to salvage me. Compared to that moldy bear that you salvaged the month before. I'm a real steal.
Yeah, true. Dave?
Sportsy, do you remember the good old days?
Yeah, I do.
know you still do.
I definitely do. Dave.
Come on, there's nothing to fear. Old sport, take my hand and you'll...
Dave! I built a good life for myself here. You disappear for 30 years, and then you just waltz right back into my life.
Sportsy, you hate this place.
Not after I built the strip club.
You hated working at Freddy's.
But none of those Freddy's had a strip club. Or a salad bar.
Pretending that any of this was in reclaim what we had before. And I'll admit that this place is fairly authentic. What? You're missing one final piece of the puzzle. The final audition-colored piece.
Yeah, and that's what I got. That's what I got last month. That's you. Dave, I don't know.
Old sport. It'll be so easy. It'll be just like before. Who the fuck had missed one lousy kid? We could get away with it any day of the week.
Okay.
Woodsy, I promise you. Stick with me. I can make you a star.
Ooh.
I can give you immortal life.
A star.
I can
And
make
immortal
good
life.
all of my empty promises from before.
You better, because last time you said you were going to give me immortality. Last time I checked, I'm still not immortal, I don't think.
throw me down on the curb.
Dave, I wouldn't dream of it. Dave, I've missed you.
Old sport. Yes, son of a bitch. Come here. Boy, am I glad that you made the right choice. If you hadn't, shit's gonna go down again. Sportsy.
Yeah, it is.
You and I, we're in this together. We're gonna take reality for a ride. Sportsy.
Alright. It's good to be back in the saddle, Dave.
It sure as fucking is. Sportsy. Hey, Sportsy, wanna see my party trick?
Sure, why not? Sure, Dave, lay it on me.
Okay, old sport. Watch this.
Huh.
Dot dot.
Impressive. That's very... Nah, nope, didn't like that. It's not nice to lie to people.
You can lie to me. Sportsy, I know you're into this.
Yeah, a little bit. So, tell me about your latest plan, Dave.
I like to call it on that Davy's delicious tri-step plan.
What does dry mean?
Try is 3 in German.
Oh, okay.
Alliteration is key when one is planning a debaucherous foray.
Alright, so you're multilingual. I appreciate that. Alright, I had no idea that you spoke German.
Of course I do. Sportsy, I'm a little rusty. Oh, my Russian is far better.
Oh. You speak Russian?
Sure do, old sport. No, see the rest of the old sport.
Huh. Huh.
Ain't China stuff. Sportsy.
Yeah.
Any self-respecting officer you kill should be able to ask for vodka in the language that'll get you vodka the quickest.
True. Can you, ask for Scotch in Scottish Gaelic?
Do I look like I'm fluent in Gaelic, old sport?
I mean, you're green. You look like a hecking zombie rabbit eggplant, Dave.
Oh, you.
Okay, but about the 3-step plan?
Oh, right.
Tell me, what does this plan entail exactly?
Well, it's kind of a fun secret for now.
Well, how am I gonna how are we gonna pull it off if I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing?
If I tell you what steps 2 on 3 are, you might violently attack me or run for the hills.
That doesn't... Actually, nah, that sounds promising.
Oh, believe me, it is. Sportsy. Step 1. Let's snatch us a kid in.
Alright, been too long since we've done that together.
Oh, you bet. It's been a while since I snatched the kid. I've gone 2 whole months without slaughtering a toddler.
2 whole months.
I've got wicked withdrawal symptoms.
Wait, so you've been slaughtering... So you've been strangling kittens without me, Dave? I thought we had something.
I've got the shakes, old sport.
I would never dream of strangling a toddler without you around, and you're doing this without me. That's really hurtful, David. It really hurts me where it counts. So, how many are we snatching this time? Usual 5?
1 kid will do us this time.
Alright, you know, downsizing, you know. You know what, that might actually be good. Maybe we could, maybe it could be quality over quantity, as they
We
say.
ain't in the 80s anymore, old sport.
True.
On other days where 3 kids could fall down a storm drain and nobody had bat an eyelash.
Yeah, we got a thing called Twitter now. It's really gonna speed up the process.
Why go 4 or 5? We only need to snatch 1. That kid is the ticket to your freedom and to the end of the Freddy story.
Wait, what? The end of the Freddy story?
Oh, but of course, this place, it's killing you. Look at this godforsaken joint.
But the strip club,
Paper
okay.
plates, hit children, bear suits, doggos.
Well, wait, what? Do not say the doggos are killing me. I love the doggos. They are like one of my favorite parts of this. The paper plates are okay. I know that they might cause a bit more pollution than reusable plates, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel right eating a burrito on a regular plate. I don't know. Bear suits I'm cool with. I like bears. I'm like Molly from Epitheta Race. I like myself a bear. The spring locks I could maybe do without, but maybe just like a regular bear onesie. The children, though, I'll agree with you on that. I don't like the kids.
It's what we were trying to escape from before. I get it. You lured me here. and play together again. You've set up the dominoes for us nicely. Now, let's do that.
Alright.
Let's end the Freddy's timeline with a bang.
Okay, I hope you know that this isn't going to be the end of the Freddy's timeline. Freddy seems to have, and just like this is just a thing with all franchises in general, Freddy seems to have this thing where every time they say that they're gonna end, they don't. First it was FNAF 3, then it was FNAF 4, then it was FNAF 6. And I don't think that there's been a claimed conclusion since then. But there's probably gonna be one, and I guarantee you that won't be the end.
One last victim.
Let's do this. It's been too long, Dave.
That's the spirit. Come on, Sportsy. Let's go join the party.
Yeah. Wait, what party? Are we having a party today? I feel like Phone Guy should have told me that. Ah, that's a wonderful picture of us together. Okay, that's just Dave. Okay, now we're doing our menacing poses. Nice. That'll be important for when we want to look scary on the news. That's the kid we went with, really?
Look at this one, Sportsy.
I mean, I guess it's alright. We couldn't have gotten a better one, really?
Boy, did I choose one to flee?
Does this one even know what Skibbity Toilet is? Because I was mostly hoping that we kill someone who knows what that is.
It's go time.
Dave, does this one look a little bit young to you?
Nonsense. This one's just right.
I mean, I guess if we get them early, not a lot of memories for the parents to be worried about. I don't know. Dave, it's good to be home.
It sure as fucking is. Sportsy. Oh, and kid, next time, learn to walk before you visit the Freddy's location. Makes escaping me less impossible.
True. Hey, 6 p.m. Da, 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 da. Finally, 6 p.m.
So,
Sir, all due respect. Well, what kind of idiot did you take me for? Employee? Sir, you stayed back to help me with the inspection today, don't you remember?
so, you know,
Well, clearly, it must have slipped your mind a good 30 seconds after we discussed it. Because you disappeared right after entering the save room. Well, where the hell were you all day? I had to deal with the health inspector on my own, you know. You ever drunk and successfully smuggle an obese elderly man out of a crowded restaurant in a rug undetected? A lot more often than you think. Oh, I can assure you it's only a fraction of how fun it actually sounds. I had business to take care of. What business could have possibly been so important to you? You know what? Screw it. I don't want to know. Knowing you is probably money laundering or clubbing dead seals. You know, usual thuggish criminal activities. Are you implying that I'm not an upstanding member of society? Oh no, I'm outright stating it. God, you disgrace me. No, I should probably mention, we might have a bigger problem anyway. Barrett approached me today, sir. Apparently the kid went missing in our restaurant today. Just sort of, well, vanished. Now look, I'm no stranger to cases like these. Sometimes kids just run off the moment you take their eyes off them. It happens. Obviously with traffic and rabid dogs outside. Granted, a slightly less dense amount of rabid doggos than there is in here, but that's beside the point. I just don't get how a kid who can't even walk, could have made it that far. Look, you know as well as I do why the company initially died. It's been over 30 years since Freddy has had to investigate a child murder case. Although that's trying to avoid bringing Freddy's related abduction investigations into the 21st century, okay? Last thing we need here is a swarm of cops. I'll do my best to clean this up in the meantime, as best as I can. Trying to get to the bottom of this. But honestly, I've got a bad feeling in my gut about this. Worry not, employee. That kid'll turn up, I'm sure. Why? Why did you say it like that? No matter. By the way, craziness aside, we made $225 into total today, sir, so here's your cut of that. Also, current case aside, somebody sued us today. Just give me the deets phone, man. Our drain cleaner flavored birthday cake apparently doesn't simply taste like drain cleaner. Well, on a positive note, that's one mystery solved, I guess. That's not good, is it? So, we need to figure out how we're going to handle this. If we let the lawsuit run against us, which would make the company look terrible, we'd lose 25% of our future profit margins. Or we could sell this outside of court and then suffer no ill consequences after we pay out a nice, healthy bribe for our current profit margins. It's a puzzler, alright. Yeah, Dave?
I'll take care of this little situation for you.
Oh, thank you, Dave!
In charge. The panel's right.
Alright, Dave, thank you so much.
Wise choice. Sportsy.
You know, Dave, I knew salvaging you would be a good idea. Now, I think that's all our business concluded. Free to leave now. I can sort everything out from here. Cool beans. See you next month, employee. Yeah, I'll see you on the flip side, sir. Today was a strange day. Sure enough, salvaging Dave turned out to be an interesting move. You two abducted an infant together. Your manager seemed quite worried about how the missing kid will affect how smoothly things will run. But you don't care about that, do you? Just old Sport and Dave together again. Either way, what's done is done. Say goodbye to Phony and give Dave a high five on the way out. Yeah! Deep down, you know that Dave is probably going to follow you home. Either way, what's done is done. Tomorrow's another day. Alright, well, peeps, I think I'm gonna call this episode here. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please like... Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Apparently we're going to another place first. We're off to Denver, I suppose. Alright, then. Yep, here we are again. Alright, well, peeps, I think I'm going to call this video here. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, click that bell thing to see what that does. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, peeps!